level students. Grateful to be with you today. I wanted to pull up and record a brief tutorial for those that might need it in relation to our Lesson 10 application activity. I have that here up on the screen, and as you can see, for that application activity, it's to identify, one, read the story about work, and then choose a time in your life when you prepared and benefited from hard work. Then ask you to gather your thoughts, so forth and so on. And you can present that in really three different ways. And here are the options. Option 1 is to write a story in Word, 2 pages, which is fine. It's great. Has to be at least 2 pages in length, double-spaced, and a 12-point font. Option 2 is really what I'm going to address today, and that is creating a presentation using PowerPoint or OpenOffice. I'm going to use PowerPoint as I share some examples of how you might do that. And then option 3 is to create a video, and I will not be demonstrating that, but I would love to watch anyone's video that they might put together. So in the spirit of showing, I thought what I would do is I would show you how do you work with PowerPoint. So let's do that. So first you would open up PowerPoint, and I'll do that really quick. And it's going to come up with a screen like this. I would start with a blank presentation, so you double click. And I'm going to go ahead and just drag this so it covers the screen so everybody can see. All right, and so one of the first requirements is that it has to be 5 slides. And the first one is to have a title slide. And you can see that the format is already kind of laid out for a title slide and for a title and a subtitle. So that's great. But I also know that it needs to be at least 5 slides long. So I'm going to just click over here in this left column, and then I'm just going to add a new slide. And I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to add my 5th one. Okay? And you can see quickly, just at a glance, that the formatting for slide 2 is different than 1, which is good. That's what we want, because this is the title slide, and then this here is going to be the body. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So I chose to share in my PowerPoint my missionary work as a work that benefited and blessed my life, as well as I hope others. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a title for that. I'm going to say it's a marvelous work and a wonder, to steal Isaiah's words. And then for a subtitle, I'm going to do Elder Ryan Bingham. And then I'm going to go Australia, Brisbane Mission. Now there's other things that I could do here if I wanted to. I could certainly highlight the font and make it a different size, right? I could also make it a different color. But I'm actually just going to keep it black just for the purposes of keeping it simple for this demonstration. All right, so we have the first slide done. Let's go on to slide 2. So slide 2 description, or the requirement, was to describe what were the circumstances of that work. So I'm going to title that Called to Serve, and then I need to now put in what were the specific circumstances. And so here you can see that it starts with a bullet, so you can just start typing. So I'll put, I received my mission call on December 4th, 1992. That's my first bullet. Then if I hit enter, it brings up the next bullet. Well, I've gone ahead and I've prepared a few bullets, so I'm just going to actually copy and paste those in. So let me just do that really quickly here. All right, so I was called to share the gospel of Jesus Christ for 2 years in my assigned areas. And it looks like I missed one, so let me actually add it. And I missed it right here, so I'm actually put my cursor right here, and I'm going to go ahead and paste. So you can see those bullets. So now I think what I want to do is I want to actually add a picture, because I think that I've got a picture here that would be kind of fun to show. So you come up here to this picture icon here and you click it, and I'm going to browse it from a file because I've actually already put these pictures on my desktop. So we'll find the appropriate folder. There it is. And then we will look at, I think this is a good picture to include. And it comes in. So this is me with one of my cousin's daughters, or what is it, a cousin once removed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this smaller. I'm actually going to kind of squeeze it a little bit. And you can see on PowerPoint, you can really put a picture anywhere you want. So it's really a nice feature. So that there, and then there's actually another picture I'd like to include too. So let me go back to Browse. And it's this one right here. So this was arriving in the mission field with my district, with Elder Ricks, my companion, and there's me and the sisters. So let's go ahead and make that a little smaller. I want to move that into the middle. Something like that. And you can see that, okay, that slide is formatted for. Again, feel free, you can change the font, you can make the color different, you can put borders around these pictures. You don't have to though. All right, well, slide 3, the requirement was to highlight the work that was completed. And so I'm going to actually title this one with all, title that, your heart, might, and mind. As you know, that famous scripture in Doctrine and Covenants 4, it asks that we serve that way. So we'll click down here, and then I'm going to go ahead and I've got some already typed up comments. Let me, well, let's see, I'll do that. Let's see. So I'll go ahead and copy those, and then I'll paste them. And you can see there's the comments. So I kind of said, look, you know, what was the highlights of the work? Well, I was assigned to labor in 7 different areas. I knocked thousands of doors, spoke to thousands of people, wore out 2 pairs of shoes, right? And then I'm going to put studied the gospel every day for 2 years for 2 hours. Okay. So that's those details. On this particular slide, I don't think that I'm going to put, yeah, I am going to put a picture. It's going to be a small one though. So again, you come up here to picture, from file, and we're going to do this one right here. So I'll insert it. And there I am with my Akubra, my Dryzabone, and a kangaroo leather whip. So let's see if I can put it right there. Yeah, that'll be good. So we'll put that right there. All right, slide 4. Click onto slide 4. Here it is. It says that the requirement is to count the blessings of the work. So I'm going to put work is a blessing as my title. And then I'm going to click down in here and I can start typing up the comments. I actually, again, like I mentioned before, I pre-typed them. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste them in. Okay, great. So you can see these 2 right here are actually sub-comments of a testimony of the 2 great commandments. So what I would do if I want to like move them to the right a little bit is I would highlight them, and then I'd come up here, and this little button right here indents them. So that's perfect. And then let's put another picture in, because pictures are always just interesting. And we'll go right here. So this is kind of an interesting story, if I could share it. This is Elder L. Tom Perry came to our mission and visited. And after he got done speaking, he handed my companion and I his briefcase, handbag, whatever, and asked us to hang on to it for him. And so what was the first thing that we did is, yeah, we ran out and we took pictures holding the apostles' handbag. So really quite a neat moment. It was really fantastic to meet him. What a great man. All right, so let's go ahead and make this a little smaller. If you just hold it by the quarter and you drag it, you can make them a little bit bigger. And then when the plus thing comes up like this, then you can move it to where you want it to be. Great. Now, number 5, slide 5 is the conclusion. So, what would I conclude about, the experience about work that I had? And so for my title, I'm going to say work works. And then I thought it would be nice to quote a couple of the prophets. Actually, I'm going to quote all of the prophets, actually, For the Strength of Youth, what they say about work. You can kind of tell where my mind is. I have teenagers in the house. So let's see, I've gone ahead and copied it. I'll paste it. And this is, work is honorable. Develop the capacity to work. Will help you contribute to the world in which you live. It will bring you a sense of self-worth. It will bless you and your family, both now and in the future. And I certainly can say that, obviously, for work, but I certainly can say that for my missionary work for sure. All right, and then finally, let me just put a couple more pictures in. This was me and my companion from the MTC, Elder Ricks. We went home the same day, and this was at the final transfer. They presented lays to us. It was really cool. So I'll go ahead and put this in. Let's see, maybe make it a little smaller. And then one more. So let's click off that. So picture, insert. You can also insert a picture by coming here to insert. And the picture right there. And then this was me arriving home. My mom and my dad there greeting me. So let me go ahead and put that right there. And then obviously I'd want to go ahead and save it under a name that I would want to save it as, and then I can upload it. But that is it. That is PowerPoint. So you can see over here, if I were to expand this just a little bit, make this bigger, you can see all the slides that I put together with their titles, and it makes it really easy. For me, personally, I would rather do this than write a 2-page paper. However, if you're more of a writer, feel free, and I look forward to read all of your stories. All right, students, thanks so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via text or email. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.